All right, event 2, Spring Fling 2015. We have a 10-minute AMRAP of 10 handstand push-ups or shoulder to overhead for scale, 20 pull-ups or 20 sumo deadlift high pulls with a kettlebell, and finally 30 hang cleans. During this time, the hang clean bar cannot touch the ground. For this, we'll also have partner tagging. The partner who is done work must tag the partner that is going to do work. So if you want to do work, you must tag that person who is doing the work. This will be demoed in the workout demo later on. The reps can be split any way you feel. If you do all 10 handstand push-ups, athlete 1 does all 10, athlete 2 does all 20, athlete 3 does all 30, that is fine, or you can split up each reps however you want. That is event 2. Alright, for event number 2, we have handstand push-ups, or for the scale, we have shoulder to overhead. For the handstand push-ups, we need to start in an extended position. We need to start with our elbows extended at the top. When we go down, our hands need to be inside of the mat. Our fingers and hands must be on the mat. It is a 2-foot by 3-foot mat. Fingers and hands on the mat at all times. When we go down, our head must touch the mat. At the top, we need full extension, we need the butt off the wall, and we need the heels on the wall. Those are all the standards for handstand push-up. For a shoulder overhead, we need the bar to touch the shoulder. At the top, strict press, push press, jerk. We need control and the feet in line at the top. To accumulate reps, whoever is doing the reps for the shoulder to overhead, they must be the ones to clean the bar. You cannot hand the bar off for the shoulder to overhead. So now we're going to go over the 2 movements and see some good reps and some bad reps. First is a handstand push-up. Joe's going to start in the extended position, elbows, butt off, heels on the wall. You can do strict or a standard kip for that movement. All right. Some bad reps would be your head not touching the mat and having your butt on the wall or your heels coming off of the wall. We need to show control on top of the wall at the top. That's the handstand push-up. Now, for the shoulder to overhead, as mentioned before, the person who is doing the reps must be the person who cleans the bar. So they'll first clean the bar to the shoulder, and then they can start accumulating reps. It can be a strict press, it can be a push press, it can be a jerk. If it is a split jerk, they must bring the feet back together and show control at the top. The main no reps are going to be no extension, full extension at the top, or not getting the bar to the shoulder at the bottom. Those would be no reps. That is the handstand push-up and the shoulder overhead for event number 2. Event number 2, we have pull-ups and sumo deadlift high pulls for the scale in the workout. For the pull-ups, we need full extension of the elbows at the bottom. We need the chin over the bar at the top of the bar at the top. And your grip can be any fashion, any variation. And you can do any variation of pull-up that you like. So we're going to get some examples, some good reps in here. So we have the strict pull-up. We have the kipping pull-up. Chin over the bar, the elbows extended, and we have the butterfly pull-up. Again, the elbow is always extended, the chin is always over the top of the bar. Those are all good reps. Some bad reps are not getting the elbow fully extended at the bottom and not getting the chin over the bar at the top. Those would all not count. For the scale, we have the sumo deadlift high pull. The bell must start on the ground and it must touch the ground between reps. At the top, we need full extension of the hips and the handle needs to be above the collarbone. See some good reps now. Touch the ground, shoulder, handle above the collarbone at the top. Full extension of the hips and the knees as well. That is the pull-ups and sumo deadlift high pulls for event number 2. Okay, the hang clean for event 2. Must be a hang clean. The elbows must be in front of the bar, and we must be at full extension with the knees and the hips at the top of the hang clean. At the bottom position, it must be below the hip, but above the knee. Your arms can be bent at the bottom position. It just needs to touch the legs below the hip, above the knee. When transitioning between members, you can transition any way you want. You can transition from the top or the bottom. However you want to transition, you can transition. As mentioned before, the bar cannot drop at all during this workout. The hang clean bar cannot drop at all. If the bar is dropped, there's a 5-rep penalty even during the hang cleans. So the bar can never touch the ground. We're going to go over some good reps and some bad reps of the hang clean. The individual's just going to stand all the way up at the very start of the workout, and then above the knee and clean, elbows in front at the top. And we get a few reps here, good rep, and we're hitting those good reps. Some bad reps is going below the knee, that's a no rep, or above the hip, it would be no reps. And then obviously if the bar hits the ground, 5-rep penalty, and no work can be done. We also have the deadlift hold. We're going to go over that. The deadlift, you must be at full extension. You cannot be leaning forward or backward. You can use any grip you want, alternate grip, palms facing out, your standard overhand grip, hook grip. And to accumulate reps, you must be in the deadlift hold. So if somebody drops, the person working must stop doing reps. So for the deadlift hold, any variation is fine. We must be at the top. This is a good rep. Bending the knees and resting the bar on the legs is not allowed. It must be full extension at the top. Leaning really far back, same thing. We need extension at the top, hips and knees. Every time the bar drops, 5-rep penalty, no work can be done. That's a deadlift hold.